homemade bread. You're not gonna believe how easy this is. It is easy. Listen to this. Listen. Water, yeast, salt, flour. That's it. That's it. Anybody can make homemade bread, and I'm fixing to show you how. Watch it. Just like all my other cooking episodes I've done, I'm going to put everything down below in the description, so don't worry about trying to keep up. I'm just going to show you how easy this bread is to make. 4 simple ingredients. I need you kind of a big bowl. I'm going to use my stand mixer and my mixing bowl. That's what I'm going to do it in, and I'm going to put the bread hook on it. 3 cups of lukewarm water. You want 1.5 teaspoons of yeast and 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and you want to put that in your warm water that you just put in your bowl. You want to mix that salt and yeast up in your warm water. It don't have to be super dissolved, but you know, dissolve it a good bit. Now we're gonna get 6.5 cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. I use my trusty bread hook on the mixer and just let it mix till it gets, I just let it go till it gets good and mixed up. You're not trying to knead the bread at all. All you're wanting to do is just get it good and mixed up. See there? Just good and mixed up, not kneaded. Now, I'm just going to cover it with a towel, because you want that gas to release, because it's fixing to expand. And let it sit for 2 hours. And at that point, it should be fully expanded. So all we're going to do now is wait. Now what I like to do is I'll put me a thin film of olive oil on top to keep that top from drying out. And I'm going to lay me a towel over it and check it in 2 hours. When you see how easy this bread is going to be to make, you're going to be like, holy cow. I do think when people think of bread, they think of labor-intensive, hard hours of work to make it. And some breads are, but not this one. This bread was made famous by a famous baker, bread guru in New York City, Jim Lahey. Sullivan Street Bakery, that's the name of his place.
Mmm. Mmm, yummy.
When he came out with this recipe, it turned the cooking world up on its head. And his is the original version of his is a little bit different. It's very similar. I think the main difference is cooks his in a Dutch oven in the stove. I'm going to cook mine on a pizza stone. I'm going to put links to his version down in the description too.
The next day.
Let's check the bread out. Ready. Make this into a couple of, you want grapefruit size, and it'll be, and you'll get usually 2 out of it. Then after you make them and shape them, let them rest for about 40 minutes, and then they'll go in the oven. And in the meantime, go ahead and get your oven preheated. You want to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. I use a pizza stone, so I'll go ahead and get that in there too and get that pizza stone warmed up. And you'll want to put you a small pan on your second rack, and we'll put a cup or so of water in that when we bake to keep the humidity. See, I got my pizza stone and a pan. It's only gonna bake for 30 minutes. But let's go on and get our dough out. Let's get our bread going. You wanna lightly dust your board. Get that dough out. No sense in kneading it. All we wanna do is get a shape. I'm gonna cut it. And I'm just gonna fold it under like so, and then you got a ball. Look at that, just like that. And you want to dust it good on top. Cut you some slits in it like this. We'll cover this up. We're gonna let it rest for 40 minutes, and then it'll go into the oven. It's been 40 minutes. We're going to take the bread, put it in the oven, then we're going to put some water in the pan. Cook it for 450 for 30 minutes. Going to put that 1 cup of water in the pan. There you go. Look how beautiful that bread looks. Super, super beautiful crust on the outside, and it'll be tender and moist on the inside. Look at here. Moist with a super crust. This is so good, and you saw how simple it is. Simple. Anybody, I mean anybody, can make homemade bread. So good. See y'all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, thank you to all the new subscribers out there. Boy, there is nothing like fresh homemade bread right out of the oven.